This is called A Kid's Book About Racism by Jelani Memory. The intro says, we grown-ups try to teach kids as much as possible as they grow up. Things like how to say your ABCs, ride a bike, and when to say please and thank you, and even bigger things like how to date, when to quit something, and how to forgive. But there are a handful of important topics we often never get around to talking about, things that are simply too hard to just bring up. Racism is one of those topics. And yet, what age is too early for kids to learn about racism? When is too soon for kids to learn about how to treat those who look different? Who is supposed to help kids learn about racism? This is a book designed to help get the conversation started, to help grown-ups and kids alike wade into a really tough topic, and hopefully spark the first of many conversations to come about racism. Enjoy. This is a book about racism, for reals. And yes, it really is for kids. It's a good book to read with a grown-up because you'll have lots to talk about afterwards. Just you, keep reading. The book won't bite. Now to introduce myself. My name is Jelani. My skin color looks like this. If you're colorblind, this is the color brown. Because my dad is black and my mom is white, which makes me mixed, or African American, biracial, black, or a person of color. I'm proud of who I am and the color of my skin, but because of my skin color, people aren't always nice to me. Sometimes I get called names. Other times it's worse. The person doing it might not even realize that it hurts me a lot. And when they treat me that way, it makes me feel small. You see, some people believe that having different color skin means you aren't as good as others. That's called racism.
What's racism?
What is racism? Racism means to hate someone, exclude them, or treat them badly because of their race or the color of their skin. And it happens all the time. Not just in big ways, but sometimes it shows up in small ways, ways that are almost invisible. Like a look, a comment, a question, a thought, a joke, a word, or a belief. Racism is one of the worst kinds of mean someone can be, because racism thinks being different is bad. But being different is actually good. Like really, almost there, I promise. Really good. 1000% good. Because being different means we have so much more to offer each other. Things like help, ideas, strength, skills, creativity, life, patience, respect, community, love, knowledge, experience, perspective, insight, diversity, wisdom, empathy, and originality. That whole being different thing, it makes us better, much better. So if you see someone being treated badly, made fun of, excluded from playing, or looked down on because of their skin color, call it racism. Outro. Now that you've made it to the end of the book, what comes next? Well, if you're a grown-up who read this to a kid, my hope is a lot. They should have a million questions for you like, has anyone ever been racist to you? Or do some people not like me because of the color of my skin? Take their curiosity and make the most of it. I can promise you that you're more afraid than they are to talk about racism. So talk about your experience with racism or that of your friends. Talk about our country's history and the civil rights movement, and above all, be honest. Kids are ready and willing to learn about tough things, if only the grown-ups present in their lives are willing to talk about them. The end.